Sometimes the irony of trying to write a theme song for a show called This Will Never Work gets the best of you, and, well, it sucks. So, welcome.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to This Will Never Work. And today I have three different guests with me. I've known them my entire life. I've known them their entire lives. I've known them my entire life. We've known each other a long goddamn time. I would like to introduce my sister Jena, my sister Chyna, and my brother Robert.
Hello.
This is sibling podcast number 1. Cue the explosions and the jets flying over and T-Rexes going.
Wow. What a crazy setup.
Crazy. You're crazy.
You've got you're crazy girl. So crazy. You've got a big budget down here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm upping the budget every single day. Oh. I went from pennies to nickels, and now we're looking at dimes when it comes to this episode.
Wow. Big money.
Big money. Yeah.
Big
so let's
money.
welcome to my basement set, kids.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is pretty chilly.
It's pretty baller.
It's icy.
Nice.
I like it.
Robert was giving me a hand doing some stuff down here and actually like lifting, and we put up some drywall. We actually put up some drywall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we actually did.
Where?
Over there.
Oh.
I had a sheet of drywall that I was like, I need to get rid of this. So we kind of like looked around and we found a place where we were just going to hide it. And then I looked at him and I was like, why don't we just
throw this on the wall?
Why don't we just throw it on the wall, buddy? I got the tools. You got the talent.
And next you're going to wheelbarrow out a bunch of bricks. And I just got a path I got to carve here really quick.
Yeah. Because that's what our dad does.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's like every time, Jenna was saying earlier, every time she goes to the house, it's like he gives her some sort of chore to do. And what were you saying?
Oh, yeah. Because when we got into town, you guys asked if we had stopped in and saw Dad, and I said, no, I'm not going there.
My fear is that I'll get there and there will be brick to lay.
Yes, like he's always
He will be
laying
digging
brick.
up the backyard, and I will have to lay bricks.
Pretty soon, there will be no grass, just bricks.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh,
all
my
different,
God.
all different colored bricks.
Yeah, they're all... yeah.
Sorry, Dad. It's beautiful, but God.
Some of them are red, some
lay
of them are
off
gray.
the bricks, leave some bricks for somebody else. You know what I mean?
Well, and then it's like he's got his big garden thing that's like...
that keeps growing.
Oh, yeah. He's
that
got like a
also
whole...
is taking away grass.
Oh, he's laying bricks this way now.
No.
I'm like, he's like, I'm going to start stacking some
not
bricks.
quite, but yeah. It went from being like a little garden in the corner of by the garage, just like a little corner thing that was like, oh yeah, he's got like a couple things in there now. If you go back there, it's like a full on. He's got like a plow. He's got a jack. Like he's got an ass.
He's choking out some of the bushes and it's just slowly becoming brick.
No, I guarantee this. He stands at the back kitchen window, stares out into the backyard, and he thinks, it needs more brick.
If you build it, they will come.
Like, I guarantee, he's told Robert, he said, Rob, like, come on down, I have projects for you. I guarantee 90% of those projects are laying brick. Robert's gonna
Actually, it's tiling. Almost the same thing.
flat bricks.
Flat bricks.
Skinny brick.
He's got tiling work for him to do, and he wants to redo the roof on his house
With tile, guaranteed.
No. Bricks. Are you kidding
No,
me?
this is the conversation. What do you think about putting some bricks on the roof? Robert will be like, pardon?
That's probably not a good idea.
How many bricks do you think we can get up there? Maybe we'll start with the corner. Dad, I don't think that's a good idea.
Hey, should I build a pathway up to the roof, lined with
Brick
bricks?
stairs.
You think we could build the pathway and then
line it with bricks.
I'm gonna have to find a new distributor though. Rona won't sell to me anymore.
I bought too many bricks from them?
I buy enough to be a distributor myself.
You should see the people I have coming by to buy bricks from me.
I pay full price. You're a stand-up dude there.
I pay full price and sell them at wholesale prices to my customers.
Dad, that sounds like a losing deal.
It is not a very good
It's actually a
businessman,
lot of work,
but
not a lot
I
of
just
money.
love seeing those bricks.
Look at my brick lawn.
Nothing quite fills your bucket like a bucket full of bricks leaving the yard. I bought a forklift. Just to load up the bricks. Sorry, Dad. It's
Oh my
beautiful
god.
over there, but holy.
Oh my god. If you know our dad, oh my god.
Nice brick.
You know, he likes to do a lot of
Oh, it's all
outdoorsy
DIY.
work and DIY. Yeah.
Oh, it's all DIY.
But for
Jack
some
of all
reason,
trades.
I just know, like, I don't know if many people know the feeling of, like, I just picked up 25 bricks today.
Yes.
Like, your hands are all scratched.
Yeah. Your hands are scratched to shit, and it sucks the moisture out of your hands, so then your
Oh, yeah,
hands
it
are
does.
super dry for like a week. I did rocks out in the front of my house, and I was just moving the rocks, like just like the little gravel out in front of the house, just moving it with my hand.
Yeah.
Sucked
Yeah.
all the moisture out of my hand. It's ridiculous.
Not tight enough, JD. They need to be closer than that. Dad, I don't want to do this.
What?
I gotta go. Like,
I
I'm
came
up.
here to visit you.
It's Sunday at 3. I gotta go home. Like,
Yeah, like yeah.
I just came to, like, say goodbye.
I came to ask you for money.
Well,
and
you
I
can't.
gotta work tomorrow. Well,
I came to
you better
ask for
call
some money.
call in tomorrow.
Your money's in the bricks.
You gotta find it. It's in the center of that pile of bricks. Start moving them.
Well, I'll be in that backyard one day, and he'll say, "One day this will all be yours."
Yeah, we'll be like,
he said that to you?
No, one day he will.
He said that to you?
No, but could you imagine you move that pile of bricks where he said like the money's in the center of it? You move it all and you're like, there was no money. He's like, yeah, well, what did you learn? What was the lesson there, kid?
The money was in the bricks.
No, he'd be like,
The money's
He'd be
in
like-
the bricks.
The money is the bricks.
We lose the money when we sell the bricks.
This will add value to the house.
what are you, some kind of idiot? That's a saying. Like the one time he invited me over for soup. Are you coming over for soup? And I'm thinking, no, there's not a fucking chance. Like
Soup.
Yeah, he said, come over for soup. That's what he said.
What?
And I said, well, no, because I don't want to eat soup over there, because that's just not who I am as a human being.
And it's soup. Fuck soup.
Right. And I was like, well, no, I'll grab something quick, then I'll come over later. So I do whatever. I go over a couple hours later, and I was like, well, where's your soup? He said, soup? I wanted to go for supper. I said, you said come over for soup. He's like, he called me an idiot, and then he's like, you some kind of idiot? That's just a saying. I said, you have some nerve, sir, calling me an idiot. I was like,
You have
No.
some nerve,
yeah.
sir.
I said, now you missed out on a nice dinner that you would have paid for.
That's what he said to you?
No, I would have said that to him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But he did. I couldn't believe he called me an idiot.
Well, I'm sure he's called us all an idiot to our face
Pardon?
at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Like, at
China and Robert are like, no, not really.
No,
We
we're-
never
He
experienced
says
that.
it
the
in a
goal-
different way.
we're the goal. Well, yeah, he wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't go so far as to be like, you're an idiot, like he would meet
He would
Jenna and
never
I.
call you an idiot. You're his shining
You are
sunshine star.
No, Robert's his shining star. China's just his sunshine.
Okay, wait. This is
I'm
how
the
every
biggest star.
conversation the three of us have with Dad, this is how it goes. Have you heard from your brother? And I know he's not talking about
No,
Lincoln.
no. Yeah, he's not talking. No, because he actually hears from me.
Well,
But, well, he does.
yeah.
But no, the conversation it's either you call him or he calls you, and it starts off like, well, like how's it going, and I drove here and I drove here and I drove here, and I drove here all today, and then last week I drove here,
Yeah.
right? He tells you all the places that he drove,
Yeah.
and you're like, cool, right on, and he's like, yeah, so I was talking to your sister. This is what he says to me. He goes, so I talked to your sister the other day, and I'm thinking in my head, okay, well, I'm assuming that was Jenna, because I don't know how often he talks. I know he talks to you, but I don't know how often he talks
Oh,
to
a
you.
lot more than me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But did you tell Lincoln and Krista about when we went for that walk and you were saying how you talked to Dad and talked about meditation?
Oh, yeah. I talked to him on the phone,
Okay, yeah, tell me the story.
and what were we talking about? Oh,
I think
yeah,
your mental health, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna take some time for me to think, and
Oh, I don't
And he's like, think of your thoughts. What do you mean, be alone with your thoughts?
he mentioned something. He mentioned like holding on to something.
right.
But it was probably, I don't know. he once on the phone, like, literally in the last year or two, he brought up my math. He found my report card from grade 10. And he was like, guess what I found today? I was like, oh. I was like, what? Oh, just your report card from grade 10. Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
And he's like, math mark wasn't that great. And
Oh,
then he just,
my
like,
God.
I'm thinking, I'm like 30 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I moved on.
You're
from
like, I'm
math.
in my 30s.
Like, I was playing GoldenEye. I know I didn't do well at math, and I've not thought about that since that class ended, right?
Well, yeah.
He's losing sleep over it, and I think, and I'm like, Dad, like, I said, you need to just, like, let that go. I said, when things bother me, I just shut my eyes and, sit with my thoughts. Let me, like, I just feel my feelings, like, meditate. And he laughed. Meditate? He says,
You get in a Zen pose and you hum to
yeah,
yourself?
he said, yeah, you get in a Zen pose and then hum to yourself? Does that work? I was like, yeah, Dad, it works.
Oh,
like,
my God.
yeah, it was weird.
Well, you told him, no, I don't do that. I just sit and think in my thoughts.
Yeah.
And he was like, what are you going to do that for?
What are you
and,
gonna-
and I think you asked him if he would meditate. And he was like, no, or I can't
Yeah,
remember
it
what
was
answer.
funny though. But he was like kind of interested in it, but at the same time, like, that'll
do
never
I?
work. But I'm like, you're the one upset about my grade 10 report card, so.
You're holding on to stuff, buddy.
Oh, he's the king of holding on to things.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Well, and I'd like to preface all of this by saying that we absolutely love our father and dad.
We love our dad.
Papa.
Don't get us wrong.
Yeah, please
No,
don't
no.
throw us in the river again.
We can all... No, we just look at this with fondness and love. And
Oh
And
my
he's,
gosh.
he's
Joy.
like he's like old guy, like compared to. I hate to
He's
say
like
that.
he's like an old man.
He's an old guy.
Well, he is an old guy.
He's like 75 or something.
He's
No,
seven.
he's
He just
70.
turned 70.
Oh,
he's
okay.
turning 71.
He's turning 71.
he's like 98 years old.
He's like
No,
104.
I knew he just turned
Guys,
70.
he's like
Yeah.
so old. He's like 104.
well, I
Are you
mean,
fucking
he's
high
getting
now?
on his 50.
Oh my god. He's like
Rob's like Rob just kind of like
fucking
chimes
higher.
into the conversation.
What?
Guys, he's like
He's about
fucking
50.
he's like 100 and fucking like 102.
That guy's
What are we doing right now?
that guy's like 300, I think.
How are we here?
I don't answer the phone because I think it's a ghost. I can't answer
It's
the
like every
I can't
time-
answer the fucking call.
No wonder Dad complains so much about Robert never calling him, because every time Dad calls, he goes, "Oh,
It's fucking happening again.
The ghosts in my phone.
Dad.
He's looking at his roommate, going, "It's a fucking ghost, man!
Holy shit.
It's a ghost."
Why do I have this contact still?
It literally says "Ghost Dad."
It says ghost do not answer. Holy shit. Holy shit, it's calling again.
Whoa!
And then he thinks it's just a funny joke every time we're like, yeah, Dad said he wanted you to call him. Robert's like, oh yeah,
You
okay.
guys are so funny.
You guys are real knee slappers. No,
Oh
Dad.
my God.
Dad's 70 years old. He's still in the garden laying bricks, Robert.
He's lit. Like, we're recording this at 9 at night. Guaranteed that man is still in his backyard laying bricks.
No.
Or
He,
asleep on the
he's
couch.
either.
Or
no,
sorry, he's plowing the field of his backyard that used to be grass is now just farmer's field.
Yeah, where can you get that
I'm
tractor?
growing a pumpkin. I went over there one day and he's like, "Look at my pumpkins," and I was like, "You're growing pumpkins in your backyard?" He's like, "Yeah, I had potatoes and my zucchinis didn't grow real well and my tomatoes were awful."
You're like, Dad,
Oh.
it's December 15th.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, it was like, I think it was September or October. You like had
Aw, little pumpkin.
this.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't turn out very well.
See, I don't hear about any of this.
Yeah, because you don't live here.
You don't talk to Dad.
Oh.
You don't visit.
I actually I go and
Ghost Dad. Holy shit.
I'm gonna put it. Well, no, he's in my phone. Well, okay, here's a good question actually. What? Because do you have everybody in our, like, do you have people as weird names? Are you that kind of person that has weird names in your phone, or are you the kind of person that has just normal names in your phone?
If I could get my phone back, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Can I
Well, you
show
can
you?
just tell me.
Mine
Well, I could-
are normal. Mom, I have as ma'am.
Yeah,
With,
like
all the
M-A-A-M. Yeah,
A's.
because we call her ma'am.
Yeah.
I have everybody in there under their like normal names.
Oh,
And then
okay.
so are you talking about dad specifically?
Yeah, because like...
So dad in my phone is Bruce Daryl Flach, and then it says Baker Hughes.
Wow, that is so formal.
I
And it doesn't even work there anymore.
No,
That's
it's like-
amazing.
It's like, yeah, like he's my father, so I like don't need his company.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just Bruce Daryl Flach, Baker Hughes.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, it's just dad in my phone.
Yeah.
You guys
And
are
dad,
so like...
I have ma'am in my phone though.
Yeah.
Mom
yeah.
is Carrie
Uh,
Flach.
But I don't know. I feel like if
Are
someone
you
like
losing your memory?
if someone finds your
Last
phone
names.
and
Oh.
they can like call your mom or your dad, right?
Oh
Yeah.
my god. So if somebody ever had to call somebody from my phone, they would be like, I don't know who the fuck.
Right.
At one point,
Who's
I
Lizard
had
King?
well, no. At one point, I have like right
Who's
now.
Lizard King.
Well, okay. So when I switched vehicles, and now I have Apple CarPlay in my car,
Yep.
so I can voice text. Right. When you're doing voice text, you're sitting there listening to Siri talk the whole goddamn time, and every time somebody texts you, so when you text me, it goes J-Rock sent you a new message, and then blah blah blah, because I have you in my phone as JROC, like
Right.
from Trailer Park Boys. You I have in there as Chyna Rain, I believe.
Okay.
You I have in as Robert Flack. You are the only normal
I
one.
think you are the only normal one for me too. I
Fair
think
enough.
You're tiny and you're just JD.
That makes sense. So for Krista, for a long time, I had her in my phone as Detective K Beans with the little female detective eyeglass
Oh, yeah.
emoji. So every single time she texted me, it was like Detective K Beans, female spy emoji or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
It would read that out every single time, and then read out the text message. I finally shortened it to K Beans now.
Right.
But in my head, she's always Detective K Beans.
Yeah.
Who the hell, if somebody ever had to like God forbid I get in an accident or something where somebody's like, I have to contact their wife, they're not going to look in my phone and be like, who the fuck is K Beans? Like, they're going to
Yeah.
look for like wife or like lover or like somebody with a heart next to it.
Lover.
Mine, like they're not going to look at it and be like, yes, K Beans is the person I need to contact.
Yeah.
And then for dad, every time dad contacts me, I have dad in my phone as father said you can find me on Broadway. Because because it's a lyric from a Skrillex song from like when he became Skrillex at the very beginning. And the father said you can find me. It's the
Holy.
stupidest niche reference in the world, but he's been father said you can find me on Broadway in my phone for
Ever.
years. Literally like 12 years at this point.
Yeah, no.
I thought you were gonna say something like Leduc father or keys please or
Oh my god.
Keys, please.
Oh
says-
my. Can we tell the keys, please?
Yeah, you tell it.
Okay.
I wasn't there.
It's your story. I don't think I was there
just
either.
So and
brother.
Tucker, oh my god, Tucker and I still literally every single, because I've been driving up to Edmonton a lot
Yeah.
to go to hockey games, and obviously with Tucker living in Edmonton, anytime he leaves the city, anytime for the last however many years, 15 years plus whatever, every single time either Tucker or I go to Leduc or go through Leduc, we always text each other Leduc.
Yeah.
Oh,
Always.
funny.
Always. And it's because one time Tucker and I came home to our house in Crossfield, like after school or whatever, or Tucker
Yeah.
and I were hanging out. And then so we came to our house and the house was deserted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's weird. And it's like dinner time or whatever it is. I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, I don't know I had no inclination of like, and it was a Friday night, I think. I had no indication of what was going on or whatever. So, and dad is the only one with a cell phone at this point. Because it
Yeah.
was like 2005, I think. It was probably
Probably.
summer
Yeah.
of 2005.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I'm just agreeing. Probably. Probably
That
was.
sounds right.
He was probably
Spring
right.
2005 vibes.
Spring,
Yeah.
oh my god, it was definitely that vibe.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's call it summer 2005, and so I call dad on his cell phone. He answers, and I'm like, "Where are you guys?" I'm like, "What's going on? Like, where are you?" Like, and I mean all three of you.
I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Mom. Okay, so I mean them too. Oh yeah, because you were living in Grand Prairie. No, you had moved back by that point.
I just wasn't with them.
Whatever.
Yeah.
This is not my memory.
This is
think we're
not an
ever
important part of the story.
together.
So, okay, then Chyna, Robert, mom, and dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are you guys? And dad goes, Leduc. Like, always with the one word answers. He just, and it's like he's answering as if I'm asking him where he is right at that very second.
Specifically.
He's giving me a very specific answer. It's almost like a very like smart ass remark.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's very good with the smart ass remarks. So I'm like, Leduc, what the hell are you doing in Leduc? And he goes, well, we're going to the farm. Okay, so I'm like, why didn't you just say you were going to the farm then?
Like
what
on the way to the farm.
Yeah, we're like on our way. Like if I'm asking where you are, like you should be like, the answer should have been we're on our way to the farm. And instead he gives me the smart ass remark of we're in Leduc. So from that moment on, forever, and that's where Leduc came from. And like, because of dad's smart ass remark of like, we're in Leduc. So, keys, please. Oh God! This one again was with Tucker. It was always with Tucker.
Yeah.
He's your buddy.
Yeah.
I kind of remember this one. In the kitchen?
Yeah, it started in the kitchen. No, it maybe ended in the kitchen. I can't remember. But I had my '91 Honda Civic that I drove in grade 11, and I had this hoodie I had a hoodie like screen printed in Airdrie that had said like Lympodicus or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Both Kenny and I had them done. So Kenny said the Kenneth, and then mine I had printed to say, or like Throwdown. It was something stupid, right?
Yeah.
Like Throwdown Productions, I think, or whatever it was. So anyway, I had gotten a call that the hoodie was done, and so I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna drive." And we lived in Crossfield, so I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go get my hoodie." But I was kind of on the outs with him at that point, and he was upset at me for I don't know, like the 600 reasons he was ever upset at me at all times. Like I didn't mow the lawn, or I fucking was like horrible at homework, or whatever. Like he was constantly pissed at me. So I guess I was just like grounded from my car, even though it was like, okay, like I'm just gonna fucking go.
I'm just gonna live my life,
I'm
bro.
just gonna live my life, bro.
I gotta get this hoodie.
I mean, oh man, I had like it's just one of those moments where it was like I wish I had known that it was like the frustration of like ADHD taking over and stuff, you know, where I could have like medicated and maybe like been a little bit more even keel and been like, Dad, chill, bro. Like,
well, I don't know. There would be a very specific combination of medication for every member in that family just for it to function normally. I think it's not just your fault.
No, I know. So anyway,
if I could have just been more chill. I
know. So I was
needed the hoodie.
Well, I did. So I was like, Tucker, fuck it. We're going to Airdrie. Like, fuck this. Grab my keys. We go out. I start the car and I'm about to like drive away. And it's like a stick shift. I'm about to drive away, and he comes flying out of the front door. He comes running out of the house, runs through the hedges, over to my car. He slams his arm on top of the car, and he's just yelling at the car. He goes, "Keys, please!" And I'm like, what the fuck? So Tucker rolls down the window on the passenger side of this car.
Yeah.
Dad leans down and is yelling at me over top of Tucker. Tucker's doing this.
Oh my
God.
I'm yelling back at Dad. We're like just over top of Tucker. And Tucker's sitting there just like, oh my God, I really hope.
Dad, I need this fucking hoodie.
I was like, fuck you, I'm going to get my fucking hoodie. And he's just like, fuck you, you're grounded. He actually didn't even say that. He just kept saying, keys, please, over and over, and like shoving his hand in front of Tucker's face. And Tucker's like, oh my God. It like in hindsight, it was hilarious, but at the time I was like, fuck you. I'm going to get this fucking hoodie.
Nothing is worth this.
Yeah, and so I think I actually... He just kept yelling.
So I sped off and with him on the hood.
And like that Happy Gilmore thing where she jumps on the hood and she's just like,
halfway
"Get me out of here! Help me!" No. I think I just like actually turned the car off and fucking whipped the keys at him, and I was just like, "Fuck you!" And fucking. Oh, it was so bad. I think
I don't remember that at all. Like I just thought it was. You had borrowed his vehicle and came back, and he was like,
funny.
"Keys, please."
No,
but...
keys. No.
Okay.
You guys actually didn't know that story?
Maybe I blocked it
That's
out. Or...
no, that's the Keys Please story. Yeah.
Well, that's funny that you say that, like him running to the door,
Oh,
out
yeah.
of the door and stuff. Because one time, like I was coming home and it must have been later, but Casper, our dog, he always barked when you came through the door.
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
especially with anybody he kind of didn't
when he
know.
could hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It was awesome when he was deaf.
I came through the door.
I'm just kidding. Well, he's just like,
Don't talk about him too much.
My heart.
I have a funny Casper story, but anyway, go on.
So I was coming in the door with Kelsey. It was probably like 11 at night. So Dad was already in bed. And the dog was just like going nuts. And I'm trying to keep him quiet. And Dad just like bursts out of his bedroom door. And his belt's like he's just finicking with his belt the whole time.
What
coming
time
up.
is this?
I don't know.
Oh,
I feel
like
like it was late.
Oh, no.
But he's like trying to like... I don't know if he's trying to take his belt off
And
to
he-
hit us or if he's trying to put
he's
it back
probably
on.
dressed and-
Yeah, like,
Well,
and Kelsey, that's like her memory of him all the time now. It's just like, imagine what our friends' recollections of our dad is.
It's
just,
hilarious.
Like, Kelsey always says that. She's like, I just remember your dad just like ripping on his belt trying to get to the door. I'm like, oh.
That is hilarious. And I mean, I know what he looks like when he wakes up from a nap too, or like you know what I mean? He's not wearing his glasses and he looks really sleepy and he's got like pillow marks on his face or whatever. And he's just
so
like, so I just imagine that. And he's like trying to get his belt, like, just trying to get his
Who's there? Who's breaking in?
Yeah, so he can yell at you and be like, where the fuck were you? Oh my God.
Dad, I've been gone for 4 days.
I don't live here.
Cage, please.
Cage, please.
that's
Oh
funny.
my God.
You
I
should've-
don't know how this devolved into like
Just
and we're not complaining. I'd like to preface, we're not complaining about Dad. We're telling funny stories about him.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's
We're
just
finding the light.
he's just a funny guy.
I really want to should I do a show with him? Do you think it'd
Yeah.
be interesting? I think
what
it'd
you
be
would talk
interesting.
about.
Oh my God. I
There's
don't
so
know.
many
We should all
questions we need
make-
to ask him
Well,
too. Like,
he'd
I
go
don't know.
viral in a second because like throw him on this couch with the 4 of us, like,
Oh my God.
Or
I
just
don't,
one on
and
one
then
with
start
Lincoln.
a guilt trip counter.
Can I tell you like a really like can I actually tell you like a really heartwarming moment I had with him recently?
Yeah.
So
Oh, and then I'll tell you my favorite memory.
yeah,
Oh.
I feel like we've told some like funny stuff. I feel like it's a time for a heartwarming thing.
sure.
I think it was it Christmas? It was. We went for Christmas Eve. Producers are giving me a thumbs up. So we went for Christmas Eve dinner. His wife Anna had made a bunch of food. She wanted to have midnight dinner.
Oh.
That was when we were originally invited for, because it's like a Catholic thing, like a midnight mass or whatever.
Oh.
And I was kind of like, okay, like I'll come over for that, but I don't think I was like, Krista is not gonna come over because like that's way too late.
Yeah.
For her to be eating and like, oh my God,
Big deal.
cut that out. Holy crap! Sorry, it's just been a long day.
God bless you.
God bless me.
God bless.
God bless.
Anyway, like talking about like having to go out super late to eat.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh. Anyway, so sleepy.
tired.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna watch that movie tonight. Anyway,
Oh,
so
with tea.
we'll cook some tea. So
Cook some tea.
anyway, we're sitting around and we're just kind of like we started talking about driving because, and you know how he gets, okay? So anytime driving gets brought up or any kind of thing where we screwed up or any kind of, you know what I mean? So it's like anytime me learning how to drive gets brought up, he's always like, well, you missed the mark and you got your learners too, like 1 month too late or whatever. Because no, but like seriously, he always brings that up because you didn't get in there to do your test or whatever in time, because now I've been on GDL the whole time I've been driving because I wouldn't have been GDL, but I missed it by like 1 month or whatever it was when I got my learner's license, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, because Ralph Klein had brought that GDL system in, and had I gotten my learners like literally 1 month earlier, I wouldn't have been on that system. Anyway, so he's like, you know, doing his whole thing where he's kind of like, blah, 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 says that or whatever. And then I was like, well, you know, I was like, yeah. Like, of course that sucks or whatever. And then I told this story about the very first time that I ever got to drive. And it was and I'll never forget this. It was actually like a very nice moment where, what?
No, keep going. I
Okay.
just thought of something funny.
So it was this very, because is it about the first time you drove? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you remember?
Nope. You can tell in a sec. So the very first time I ever drove, you remember the red van? We had like a red Dodge
Yeah.
Oh
Caravan.
yeah, how could you forget?
It was like an 89 or a 90, something like. It was a really old red Dodge Caravan. And so one night when we lived in Valley Ridge, he goes, "Here, come with me." And you know how he communicates?
Yeah.
He doesn't communicate.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like
Surprise!
Well, it's. I don't know.
doing this.
I don't even know if it's like he's trying to surprise you. He just like he's not going to vocally tell you what he wants you to
planned.
do or what he has planned or whatever. So he's like, "Hey, all right, kid, come on." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, and I'm like, because he's my stepdad, so it's like in those days it was more so like I was probably a shitty kid. I was probably a shittier kid than I ever wanted to be to him. He and I have a much better relationship now, and like I regret kind of being
Yeah, but
an asshole. But
you're a kid.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's like I can't change it. But like I'm so glad because honestly, when I think about it, for you and I, not for them because they're his kids.
Well,
No. But honestly, when I think about it, the amount of people that I've known who have had awful stepdads in their life and multiple awful stepdads in their lives. I think we got very lucky with who we wound up having as a stepdad and who they wound up having as a dad. Right? So anyway, he's like, "All right, kid, come with me," whatever. And I'm like 14 or whatever. I'm like, "All right." Like, so we hop in the van. He drives over to like the newer part of Valley Ridge that's like under construction. There's like no one around. No one lives in those houses. And I'm like, "What the?" I'm like, "Are you gonna murder me? Like, what's going on?"
is this it?
I was like, "Whoa, I haven't been that bad of a kid, have I?" I'm like, "I'm real sorry." So anyway, he just like drives over, parks, literally puts it in park, and then gets out of the van. Doesn't say anything. And then he's like, "All right," and then as he's standing there, like by the open door, I'm like, "What's happening?" in my head. And he's like, "All right, you're gonna drive." And I was like, "Oh, cool, all right." So then, and then it was like this really nice experience of like, so he's kind of like, you gotta see where your center of the vehicle is, and we just kind of like drove around the like
The area.
construction area a little bit for like a little while. And that was the first time I ever drove. So I told this story at Christmas Eve and I could see him like sitting there like at his plate. You know how he does it, where he sits in and he just like sits like this and he kind of puts his hands in or his head in his hands and he just kind of like sitting there. He's actually like listening and he's just kind of like,
Takes it in.
he's just taking it all in. And I could kind of see that the story that I was telling kind of struck like a little bit of like a
Means something. to
yeah,
them.
like a little bit of a chord for him, and like that I remembered that, and that meant something to me, and has
Core
always
memory.
meant something to me, right? So like, I think for him that was like he was like, oh, like I think that it made him feel really nice because that memory's always made me feel really nice. So I was really happy that I told that
Yeah.
at Christmas, and it wound up being like a really heartwarming.
He's gonna watch this and be like, "I was just falling asleep."
I was just trying to
I,
remember this. I don't remember this.
I was trying to just remember
I was trying to
what
piece
he
it
was
together.
talking about.
That was
He's like, "This little shit stole the van."
I made up this whole thing where I gave him the
Dad.
keys.
Like, it's like, and he was really just taking it in, and like I could tell it meant something to him. And Dad's thinking like,
Why didn't I kill that kid?
Jesus Christ.
That's a joke.
Oh my god.
But okay, when you were talking about this
Yeah,
van
yeah,
and
yeah.
your first time driving,
Oh,
so
God.
my first time driving, Robert and Chyna were in the vehicle in the van.
with dad?
Mom.
Oh, with mom.
Sweet mom. So we pulled over to get the mail, and the mail was at the end of the street, and then we drive down to a cul-de-sac. At the end of the cul-de-sac is where we live.
no.
So I was like, "Mom, let me drive." And like when I was 12 at the oldest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Mom, like I'm pretty convincing when I was little. Like
Right.
I'm always anyways. But I just was like, "Mom, let me drive."
Right.
Sweet Chyna and Robert in the back.
Meanwhile, I'm freaking out inside.
She's like, "Okay, fine. Like you can drive. It's just a short way down the street."
Oh.
So I get in, start to drive, and then like there's like this little short bus that always drove up and down the street.
Yes.
The 403, I think it went to Brentwood.
Yeah.
So for some reason it was
like the city bus.
Yeah, it would come down that street, turn around in the cul-de-sac, then head back out.
Right.
So it was coming back out as I was trying to head down the street. Mom's like, turn away from the bus. Turn away from the bus. I'm just like, she's like, no, press the brake. Like it was, yeah. And
Were
then,
you turning into the bus?
Oh God, I don't know.
I
Or was she just
I
panicking?
was waiting for you to say, I got in the seat and I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, I didn't really. Like, I just am good at mimicking. So, like, it kind of looks like
That's true.
It looks like they do this. And, all right. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And then I couldn't.
God.
Like, turn away from the bus. Robert and Chyna in the back are just so quiet. They're just,
Ready to kill it.
I'm gonna die. Please keep us safe.
This is the day we die.
Yeah,
Going probably like 20 or 30
Yeah.
or just slow.
Oh
That's
my.
funny.
So you don't remember if you were turning into the bus or not?
Oh no, we smoked the bus.
Well,
No, we didn't.
Of course.
I missed it. Mom must have.
I
I think
hit a
We just
bus.
had
I
so
think
much
Mom-
space.
I hit the
That's
bus.
right.
I hit another vehicle with a bus. If you want to start getting
okay.
you
tell
want to
yours.
start keeping score.
No. You tell yours first.
Oh, I told
we'll
the
get
story
to
the
Robert
other day. didn't I?
eventually.
Okay, so I used to be a city bus driver in Grand Prairie,
Okay.
and so thank you, big accomplishment, youngest bus
Yeah.
driver in
Well
the city,
done.
city
Such
history.
success.
So I was
Ew.
driving the bus, and in the summers, my least favorite part is when the daycares decide to like take all their kids and load on the bus. It's like a fun little thing to do, and it's not fun for me because it's like 100 kids I'm driving around, and they're loud and like whatever.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Yeah.
Freestyle.
Shut up. No, it's beautiful and like they learn and what.
Jenna's
But-
just changing the screen on the outside.
Shut the fuck
Yeah, help me, please. So, anyways,
It's just,
I was,
well, to the inside it says "shut the fuck up." To the outside is "help me."
yeah. And so, anyway, so I load these kids on the bus, do my like route, come back to where they need to be dropped off, and there's like a construction vehicle parked in the bus stop. And normally, when that happens, what you're supposed to do is just kind of stop on
And
the
ram
street. Yeah, just ram into it. But you're supposed to just stop on the street and like lower the thing and let whoever off.
Oh,
but
God.
because these are children, they have small little legs, so I had to get to the curb. But I just was like a little flustered with the children screaming in my ears all like for the last
Yeah.
hour, and I'm trying to get to this curb and this vehicle's parked there. So anyways, I make my turn to get to the curb, but I cut it a little too close and I dragged the whole ass end of the bus along the front end of this truck.
Amazing.
And
Hey,
so
shouldn't
I
have
made
been
He
it to
deserved
there.
it.
well,
Yeah.
I made it to the curb anyways, lowered it down, and then the kid's like walking to the back, like to get off, and he goes, "You're a bad driver." Yeah, I fucking know.
Never come on my bus again.
Yeah.
Wow.
like, get-
So wait, what happened with the truck then? Like, how did that get hashed out?
I phoned my.
I drove
Probably
away.
a city
Well, yeah,
truck.
like
I don't
got-
know. I drove away.
You got to take off, you know. You got a route to keep. So I like took a picture of it, and then I was like, I went like this outside, to, like look around. I didn't see anybody.
He was in the wrong.
I didn't see anybody, so I just like
Left?
I left.
Actually?
yeah, I called my supervisor and told him what happened. He said, "Okay, just
Fucking leave.
I'll go look at it." So he went and he looked at it, and then he phoned me like later and was like, "Yeah, I did like the look around too and didn't see anybody.
Not our problem.
I left a note, but no one ever called me, so no big thing.
Really? No one ever called about that?
Yeah, no one.
Well, they were parked in the wrong, so maybe
They
they,
were.
would
But
get
it's a
reprimanded.
construction vehicle, so it's like
They
it's a
probably
work
wouldn't-
truck.
yeah, they probably wouldn't have
Nobody
even
cared.
noticed.
No,
It's all
probably
Did
not.
you
not.
break the headlight or anything?
No.
Really?
I probably scratched the bumper of it, but
Oh,
I
that's it?
hurt the bus more than anything.
Oh.
And that kid hurt my feelings. You're a bad driver. You're a little shit. Get off.
Oh my god, that's
Get off
amazing.
my bus.
What a good one-liner. I probably hurt the bus more than anything, and that kid hurt my feelings.
Yeah, like, it's a
amazing.
nightmare.
You're hilarious. Do you know that? Do you know
so
that you're
bad.
funny?
That's why I didn't take my pill today. I told you that.
So that you'd be funny?
Well, yeah.
'Cause you'd be
Or
sitting
else
there going-
you'd be meeting dull Deborah.
So, Deborah.
Hello.
And tomorrow, if I don't take it, I'll be I'll be
me.
Sally. You'll see.
No, you should probably take it tomorrow.
We'll see. Sunday is the Lord's Day, so we want to keep her clean.
Yeah, I would like you to keep it clean.
Authentic.
No,
for
I
the
need you to
Lord.
take it because I'm not taking mine so that I can watch hockey and be wild.
Oh my gosh.
Wild.
no.
Let's not. What? Yeah, you can still take your pill and watch a
I know,
game.
I was kidding. I'm going to take it was a joke.
I want to get.
It was a terrible joke.
I want to
You're
get
remember
crazy.
first
See, that's the dull Deborah still trying to peel her way out of me.
what?
Like some guy the other day at the energy
yeah,
show, he
yes.
saw my name tag. It said Jena. He's like, "Hey," he called me Jenny. He's like, "Jenny, come over here." And I like thought he knew me because I kind of recognized him. Then as we started talking, I realized I have no idea who this guy is. And he's like, "What generation did Forrest Gump belong to?" And then I thought, like, fuck yeah, let's get deep. I was like, wouldn't it technically belong to both millennials and Gen X or whatever? Like, I started getting into it, and then he went, "It's a joke." And I went, "Oh, which generation?" He's like, Generation X or something stupid. And I was like, oh.
Did that actually happen?
It was a horrible thing.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
And then someone later was like, "How was the energy show?" I was like, "That was the worst thing I ever did. Ever."
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird.
That was so bad.
Part of your soul died.
That was
day.
like so bad. You killed
Yeah,
the
he-
energy on the podcast.
He took a part of me.
Yeah, no shit. He
with
just took a
him.
part of all of us. I don't even know him.
I
and he
thought, I thought I should spread it to you guys because that really. Yeah, it was bad.
Robert,
Hey.
you haven't said much.
No.
Let's talk to you.
I was thinking
He's
about
still-
my first time driving.
Oh, let's hear. Okay, I want to. Yeah, we're gonna
Aw,
do first time
yeah,
drivings.
So
I don't know much about Bob.
my first time driving was at the farm.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's our family farm. But
yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, Dad got me to back up like
just for the audience,
I think it was like Grandpa's Cutlass or
Oh, okay.
whatever car he had.
like a white car.
the white one.
Yeah, it was a white one.
Okay.
I think we owned it for a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he just got me to back it up like 10 meters or something.
Dad did?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, "You're gonna learn this way." And literally, the first thing I did in a car was just reverse it.
Did you back it into anything?
I just backed it up kind of towards that shop.
But you didn't hit anything?
No.
Oh, so it's not a cool story.
It wasn't a cool story at all, but
Oh,
he taught me. He taught me also how to drive like in Crossfield,
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, Dad would.
What?
What?
Didn't I teach you to drive?
Did you? Maybe
Yeah, I
you
did.
did.
you out, you really
What
did
do
not
what
want
did
to.
What did Dad do in Crossfield?
Oh, I just remember driving down Murdoch Street,
Yeah.
and then he'd like grab the wheel
Oh,
because he's like, "Oh, you're gonna hit that truck or you're gonna hit that car." I'm like, I thought I was doing all right.
you're like,
but
I'm going
okay.
5 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, I was
He-
not going very quick.
Okay. Have you ever been on like a road trip with him where he just decides that he's tired
Oh yeah.
and
course.
he's like, "You're driving now."
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh,
I
you've
haven't
never been.
that,
Okay.
no.
That or he'll pull off to sleep, and
To-
I'm
to
like,
nap.
"What are we doing?
Yeah.
We're wasting
Yeah,
time, sir."
No, I've been with him when his eyes are going like this, and I'm like, "Dad, do you want me to drive?"
Oh, that's a great idea.
When did you get here?
Are you still here?
No. So has he done it to you where like he makes you drive? He's done it to me so many times.
I don't know, like maybe.
once or twice
He's
for me.
and he's done that to me too, where he pulls off and he's just like nap time, and I'm like,
Oh.
what? We're like, and it's like
Oh, we want to make it
stupid
there
early
good
in the
time?
morning. Yeah, like we're on our way to Grand Prairie, and it's like 6 a.m, and he's just like, hey, nap time.
We just
and I'm like, why are we?
10 minutes down
I'm
the
like,
road. Why
yeah,
would
I'm
I
like,
wake
why
up
are
early
we
then?
napping
What?
now? And he's like, well, we don't want to get in too early, and I'm like, I want to get there as soon as possible
That was
because
the
I would
point.
rather not sleep.
Yeah.
I would rather
I want
not
to get
sleep
there
in
as
the.
soon as possible.
I would rather not sleep in the vehicle. I would rather sleep in a bed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so one time, I think this happened a couple times actually, but where he did that, where he's like, you're gonna drive now, and I'm like, okay. So I take over driving duties, and it's like super late at night, and he just, as soon as he gets in the passenger seat, he's just
Oh. Yeah.
Precious.
just kind of falling. Not you know, it's like he's like in an airplane and it's just throwing him around.
Oh my god, the road's
But-
completely smooth.
But he's
Holy
so
shit! Road bumpy.
So more than once, especially one time, he's sleeping and out of nowhere, he jolts himself awake and grabs the wheel while I'm driving. And I'm like, Dad, I fucking bat his arm away. I'm like, what the fuck? And he's just like, well,
I'm just
like whatever he was. Yeah, he was kind of embarrassed because whatever he was dreaming, he was panicking. He thought he was still driving, and so he freaked out and grabbed the wheel because he was like, "Oh fuck, we're gonna die," or whatever. Right? He thought I was asleep or whatever it was, and so I was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "Well," right back to sleep. And I'm like, "What the?" It was scary as fuck because I was like, if he jerks the wheel,
it's like 6:30 in the
I'm
morning.
gonna fucking go flying off into the ditch on Highway 2, and like, you know, all of a sudden we're gonna be upside down, wheels spinning. I'm gonna be sitting there upside down, hair sticking straight up, just like, why did you do this?
Right.
Picture. It's like it's like a movie where it's like the camera's right side up, but like everything is like.
I can picture it.
And then it does like a rotation.
I'm just a little confused about where you said your hair is stand up. Like,
I know I don't have any hair.
no, but even back then, you're just like you didn't.
I know it grows out. And
Yeah,
it just,
mine too. We have the same.
We have
same
poofball hair.
But one time when I lived with Grandma and Grandpa, me and Grandpa were driving home from Crossfield in his little Ranger, like little truck.
Okay, yeah.
And so he did the same thing. He pulled over, let me drive because I had my learners by then. I was 14, and he went to sleep.
Oh God.
And I got that little Ranger up to like 150.
Ooh.
Because she doesn't feel like she's going that fast. But
I'm surprised because that's a real
Grandpa's like,
shame.
oh yeah, we're fucking just shaking. So Grandpa's asleep.
Oh no.
And then he
that little four-bagger.
he wakes himself up like, oh! And then he looks at the speedometer and he's thinking like we're either going real slow or we're max. Like, where did the fucking little ticker
it's probably
go?
like,
and he's like, slow down! Like, slow down! How, like, he starts fucking grabbing onto things because he's realizing like we hit a bump too hard, we're going. And then 14. Slow down!
You can't handle 150 at 14. That's amazing.
Yeah. So
okay.
that was nice.
Do you remember when Grandma and Grandpa went to Europe? Like when so Grandpa was working over in Saudi Arabia or whatever.
No,
on the
Pakistan.
He was in. Sorry, Grandpa was working in Pakistan, and so at a certain point, he had convinced the company to fly him to London, I believe to London.
Yeah, to meet Grandma.
And they paid for Grandma to fly to London. Okay, so then they did their little Europe thing, and then she flew home, and he went back to Pakistan to go to work. So she flew home. And she came to stay with us for one night, and she was so jet lagged, and her vehicle was at our house in Crossfield. And so, she came to Crossfield and then went and flew out of Calgary, right? So she drove, and her vehicle stayed at our house for like 2 weeks or whatever. Anyway, so when she got back, we had a drama production at the community hall or whatever it was. Oh, whatever. It was
when Tucker and I wore those shirts, with question marks on.
I think it was that one. Yeah.
That was funny.
The Academy Awards.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't remember.
That's a good one.
I can't believe I remembered that name. Anyway,
thanks, Miss
so
Hutton.
I remember after the play was done, Grandma was kind of like, she was so tired. Yeah. So anyway, she was supposed to get up and drive home the next day, and she was just kind of, they were like, Mom was like, honey, this is how Mom talks. Honey, can you, would you be able to, drive Grandma home? Like, take her car, drive Grandma home, and then she'll fly you home, back here. That was the first time I ever flew commercially, E2, which was in 2006, 2007. That was the first time I'd ever been on a WestJet flight. It was the first time I'd ever been on, a commercial jet. Yeah. And, because I didn't like flying, obviously. Because, Dad would take us up in the bush planes and I'd just be puking everywhere. But anyway, on that drive, I got us to Grand Prairie. Because it's what would you say?
7 hours? I did it today.
Yeah, over 7.
Just over 7?
Like 7.
I did it in under 6. I did it in under 6, and I remember, I think Grandma said at one point, she was like, yep. She's like, I just kind of closed my eyes and let it happen.
Oh my God.
She was like, I just kind of let you go.
Aw.
She's like, I just, held on for dear life. And I was like, damn, I wasn't driving that fast. And she was like, well.
We're here in 4 hours.
150 is pretty quick.
But I did
She's
it.
like, we were in Crossville 4 hours ago.
All of a sudden, we're like, oh, yeah, like, whatever the last stretch into Grand Prairie. We're like at her house. And she's like, well,
All right.
under 6, a little fast.
Man. Yeah, that's...
That was
Wouldn't
a-
do that now.
No,
No.
God, no. God. Are you kidding me? That's a felony. We're adults.
You'd have you arrested. Speaking of dad with the planes, the last time I went flying... So,
Our dad's a pilot, just for...
Yeah, so...
Funsies.
Yeah,
I
he
keep having
doesn't
to, like,
just...
preface
his-
things
He
for the
doesn't like,
audience.
just take us in planes.
Hobby.
But...
Yeah, it's not commercial.
Yeah, he just flies like little ones. So, anyways, last time I went flying was the day after your guys' wedding, you and Chris's wedding. He took me and Tim Lau flying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we...
Oh, yeah, because Tim was at our wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tim
Okay.
really wanted to go flying. He thought that'd be cool, and I thought, oh,
Good luck.
good luck, Tim. Like, this isn't as fun as you think it will be. So we get up there, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to keep it together and not get motion sick. But immediately it hits me, and it's like so hot in that plane.
Oh, my God.
And I'm thinking, oh, like...
Can we just open a window?
yeah, like, I'm ruining this for everyone. Because Dad's...
So fun to have someone who's interested, probably.
Yeah, and, like,
Here, Tim, fly it. And Tim's just like, woo!
And, like, I just
Do a
wanna-
barrel roll.
Yeah, I just want to go up and come back down. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not... So, but anyways, we get up in the air, and Dad just fucking books it, like, for the mountains. And I'm thinking, no,
Please.
I have to go back, Dad. I'm sick. Well, just... And, like, I was a big lady back then on that plane. Like,
Right.
we were max weight then. So, like, he's saying, reach down. There's a lever. Just pull the lever. And he won't tell you what the fucking lever does.
No.
Just pull the lever. I'm not pulling a lever on this plane, Dad. Like, I'm not, like, and
There are
looking
too
back,
many levers.
a person would just say, oh, there's a lever. If you pull it,
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lever.
It opens some air vents, and you'll get some air.
To your left.
Because I'm
and
going to
to your
puke.
right.
I'm going to puke. I've told him, Dad, it's over for me.
Daddy.
I need to go back. I'm going to puke. I'm
Daddy.
too hot. Like, the puke, I'm trying, and I'm thinking, we have no bags. So it's going to be bad for me. So he's telling me to pull this lever. I'm not going to pull the lever.
Oh, my God.
Whatever. So we turn around, and I have never focused so hard on my life to not throw up on myself. Like, because we have no bags. So we land, and I'm like, I need to get out of this plane. So claustrophobic, whatever.
Yeah.
I get out, and he, like, I was going to puke, and he was like, well, here, if you puke, throw up in this bag. He, like, had bags the whole time.
Oh.
I don't know. He's just like...
That is so frustrating because that's so
We're on
accurate.
the ground
Yeah.
now,
That's
Dad.
so accurate.
Yeah.
I can't remember how old we were when I flew with him, but it was with you three, and I know you got sick, and you may have gotten
Probably,
sick.
yeah.
Every time.
But
It's just, yeah.
I just
can't-
mainly remember that.
I can't. There's motion
glasses.
sensor, or whatever glasses.
Yeah.
That they're like 4 different lenses
Mhm.
or whatever, and apparently it's supposed to help you not get motion sick.
My friend Mimi sent me a picture of her wearing those.
Mimi.
Mimi.
You have a friend named Mimi?
Yeah.
That's her.
Does she work with Drew
Oh my gosh.
No.
on the Drew Carey show?
No, but I asked
Your
her
friend
to tell
Mimi.
me how they work or if they worked out for her. So
Oh, I
I'll
thought
see
you meant
what
how
she
they
says
work
is.
on the Drew Carey show.
No.
Sorry, I'm gonna play up the whole Drew Carey Mimi thing. What, those glasses? I'm fully picturing like something.
Like bubbles. Glasses.
Yeah, like literally very steampunk. Like you look like a spider.
They almost look like crazy straw glasses, and then they have fluid in them, and the fluid is
Oh.
supposed to like
Yeah,
maybe
I know
equilibrium.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. They do.
Yeah.
They don't have lenses. They're literally. It's just like
Yeah.
it's
It's like the weight of them, or
it's a radiator for your face.
sure, yeah.
That's all it is. It's just it's meant to keep you. It keeps your like temple cool so that you don't overheat and get nauseous.
He didn't know what they were 5 seconds ago, and now he's telling us how they work. Oh, it's a radiator for your face.
Learning a lesson.
Pardon
This is
me,
what I
sir.
deal with her all the time.
Radiator for your face. I think I humble you a bit.
Well,
Is that the word?
you do.
I'm your radiator for your face. I keep your equilibrium
What?
balanced.
You do humble me. And I like to think that I humble you too.
No,
Go.
I don't think so. I'm pretty humble.
I came down. She came downstairs. She's like, "Oh, this is cool." And I said, "Are you proud of me?" And she was just like, "Yeah."
We
I
are
was
so
like, "Oh."
proud.
that's-
What did you need? What did you
nice.
need to hear from me
No, I didn't
in that
need-
moment? That's why I'm curious. I did want to like touch base on that. Are you proud of me? What does that mean?
I
What
don't
if, what if
know.
I wasn't proud of you?
I'd be
What
like,
would it
"Whoa,
matter?
This was all for naught."
Oh my god!
Everything I've
Throw
done.
it all away.
Oh my God, my sister's not proud of me. Everything I've
But, like,
done is a
who-
lie.
But that's what who am I? Why would it matter?
You're my sister.
No, but it wouldn't.
You're the most important. You're my only blood relative. You are the most important person in my world.
What?
As my wife is sitting there watching this.
I haven't talked to you
And
in
2
months.
other siblings. might
We
I
share
add.
blood.
Yeah.
Maybe not
Okay, wait,
100%
you
like
do-
you two.
Like, I think we look at the family a different way.
Really?
'Cause
What,
you'd
what
call-
am I to you?
Like
Nothing?
no. Heavens.
Wow.
No, what were you gonna
No,
say, Jenna?
but like he called dad our stepdad, and I've never thought of dad as our stepdad.
I don't either.
I think that was the first time you said that,
Yeah,
but I
that's
think
the
you
first
said it
time
for
I've
the
ever heard
podcast.
that.
Yeah,
I was shocked when you said that.
No, but it's not a bad thing.
No, I'm
No.
not saying it's a bad thing, and I kind of know what you mean. But like, dad's been there since I was
Dad's our
before
dad.
before I was born.
No, and I completely agree with you.
But yes,
I'm
for
only
a stranger to like come into our lives and take us on as a father figure.
Yeah.
Yes, we got very lucky. I agree.
100% lucky.
But
Where are
like,
you
know
going
where
with
you're
this?
going.
but no, I'm just yes, okay, that is cleared up. But just because you call them our stepfather.
Oh no,
earlier,
he's dad. Yeah, no. I don't. No. I'm only prefacing that for people that don't know.
Yeah.
He is 100% my dad. He's 100% your dad, and then he's like 50% their dad. So
Who is our father?
Okay, well, again, I'm gonna touch on the math here because it's not adding up for me.
Let's pull down the family tree.
You're
of
just
blood
kidding.
line.
You're 100% the most important person in my life. I'm like, wait a minute. What does 100% mean to you?
no. You're my only blood relative.
Yeah, like full.
Yeah, you're my only full blood sibling.
What about? Oh,
But I love like.
you said sibling. I was gonna say. What
It's a
about
joke,
mom?
Jenna.
Oh.
You are taking this way too
Dull
seriously.
Deborah's
Oh
sneaking
my!
out.
I was gonna say,
I
what
didn't
the
know it was a
hell?
joke. China didn't know it was a
I'm
joke
not
either.
being serious at all.
No, like
What I'm-
Don't
I
assume
remember
what I
you
think.
being like almost angry at me one time for calling you like a half brother,
You did?
but not even like seriously. Like I was like
Lincoln
telling
loses
somebody
it?
like
Was it like
Explaining our
was it like a
dynamic.
Harry Potter thing where like I felt like you were calling me a mudblood?
I don't know.
Half-blood
Like I was probably
prince.
explaining to like one of my
Filthy
friends
mudblood.
like.
Or
Like he's got a
family.
different dad and like
Yeah.
whatever, but
I
we're
was like,
still
fuck
my
you.
brother. But
Like,
I don't
fuck
ever
you.
like.
You're my brother. I'm your brother.
Yeah, I've never considered you my half brother.
No.
right? Like we've always
No, and
considered
it's-
each other like family, like 100%.
Hundos.
They're from
100%
day one for
family.
all of us because you're the oldest.
Yeah, no, 100%. We are one hundo all the way.
Yeah, just
Despite
for
what the blood says.
yeah people out there.
Blood is thicker than water.
Nobody needs all this chocolate.
Blood Blood is thicker than milkshakes.
Poor mom.
That's gonna be okay when we write a book as like our sibling book where it's like all 4 of us on the cover and it's 4 straws into 1 milkshake. The title is Blood is thicker than milkshakes. That's the title of our sibling autobiography. Booyah!
All
I
right.
just wrote our book.
Dibs.
Robert's looking at me like we're writing a book.
Chapter
no,
how big
2.
we're
no,
all-
Mom.
2.
I think we're all.
No,
well,
this is chapter 1, Dad. Chapter 2, Mom.
2,000 pages.
I
each.
actually
Chapter 3,
I love Mom
planes and
so much.
puke.
Oh yeah, chapter. Yeah. I don't know.
Has Dad ever made you guys fly a plane? Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've
he's
all-
let go of the
So
wheel.
yeah, he's
You?
let go of like the
Not me.
controls, and he's like,
Oh.
"Oh, you're flying it now."
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Will we
done
make
that.
it back home safe? Who knows?
Yeah, it's never been in like a good luck way, but it's kind of like he's definitely I've taken over the controls for sure.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, it's your turn, and I'm like,
Secretly put on
Yeah.
autopilot.
That's
Okay.
That's funny. has Dad ever made you fly a plane? And we all, yep. Chiming
Same
up.
way? Yeah,
Yeah.
you just let go,
Wait,
right?
has Dad ever made you land a plane?
Did Dad ever
Oh.
pretend that he died and then made you land a plane?
Yeah. Oh, I've had a dream about that, I think.
Ghost Dad. That's Dream Dad woke himself up from. Holy,
Crashing a plane.
it's all intertwined.
yeah,
That's our book. It's
The
called
multiverse of the
Milkshakeception.
Yes.
Yeah. I drink your milk. That's chapter 6. I drink your milkshake.
Please. God.
Oh my god, I should write. Yeah, I should honestly. We should write a book. Can like the four of us write a book? And
I
like,
think we should just do this. This like I can't write.
okay, this is the book.
You're like, yeah.
I'm like what?
Well, what are we? We can't write. We couldn't even.
We
Finish
can do anything we put our mind to, Joe.
I'm probably
Butterfly
better
in
at
the
writing
sky.
than I am.
Butterfly in the
twice as
sky.
Take
I
a
can
look.
go twice
It's in
as
your book.
high. Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading rainbow.
Oh my god.
Reading rainbow. That's my favorite Community reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you
Oh.
clicking the button?
No, I want to.
Yeah, no.
I want to,
I
but
told her
won't.
at the beginning, I handed her the
What?
microphone and I said, okay,
What?
microphone
Oh, no.
etiquette, don't click the button. And I knew as soon as in my
There's
head,
just like
as soon as I did it, I was like, fuck, she's going to want to click the button the whole time.
yeah.
You know we all have ADHD.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
I didn't take my Vyvanse today, and there's so much going on. So when you're talking, I'm just
There's
looking
a
at
lot.
the movies behind you, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, she's
I
not
remember that
oh
one.
yeah.
She's fully not listening to
No,
what I'm saying.
I'm kind of listening. It just sounds like a lot of like, are you okay? How you doing?
I'm great, I think.
Yeah,
I use this as therapy, kind of. Does that make sense?
it did. Yes, immediately when we just talked about Papa for.
Yeah, I know.
hour and a
Well,
half.
I mean,
Are you
obviously,
okay?
well, Papa, can you hear me?
Papa, can you
We didn't I didn't mean for it to turn into like, oh yeah,
No,
let's
it's
talk
funny.
about Dad for an hour.
Yeah.
But no, it's like we all love Dad, and it's like you
Our
know
shared
we have
experience.
Yeah, Stevie, you're gonna have the childhood I never experienced. I sent you that video. Not
Yeah.
okay. Darn it! Oh, and you know what's funny? So it's the Addams Family reunion
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I got it on
Family
VH.
values.
It's
With
behind
Tim
you, I
Curry.
think.
Oh.
And
Addams Family reunion. I got it on VHS. It was not $9.99. It was $1. Anyway, that was like one of our favorite movies when we were growing up. It's a terrible movie.
Yeah, it's not
It is
Oh,
an
it is.
awful movie. But when you're a kid, you don't really give a shit.
No.
No, there's
And
just certain movies you
I
watch over and over.
remember, I will never forget you being like, "Oh, my favorite part of that movie is, darn it, Stevie, you'll have the childhood I never experienced." And then I got to that part in the movie, and I totally remember it more the way that you
Do it.
do it
Yeah.
than it actually is. And she's just like, it's like way more understated in the movie where she's like, "Darn it, Stevie." I'm gonna have, and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, damn. I was
Yeah.
like, Jenna was way better. Like Jenna
So
should have played
funny.
that character.
Yeah, had I known,
Just
like
a
I would
young
have.
kid as a mom.
Yeah. I would have auditioned.
She's
I
like
would
a
have.
12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm
I'm
here
here
for.
You're gonna have the childhood
I'm
I
here
never
for the
had.
part.
You
I'm-
are a child.
Hi, I'm slating for the role of mother.
Yeah.
I'm Jenna. I'm 12 years old, and I'm represented by no one. I'm not in the union,
And how I got
I'm
on this set is
5'3".
beyond me.
No. When
You
you're
figured
when you're
out.
doing like a self-tape audition, you're
Do you remember?
slating.
Can I just ask you this? I was looking this up the other day. Do you remember Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV show?
Totally.
It was filmed in Calgary.
Yep, I always knew
Oh,
that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I just looked that up the other day because
Yep.
I thought memory lane.
When I was a kid, I wanted so badly to be on that show because I knew it was filmed in Calgary. And one of my friends actually lived near one of the kids that was in that show.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah, Ian. His name was Ian, the kid.
The food show.
What?
You did a food show with Ian. We did a food show.
We did?
Yeah, and my hair was like a cockatiel. Cockatiel hair.
What was the food show?
Like-
oh!
Or was that Adam? Ian?
No, Adam was the tall lanky
F-
kid for
FFCA.
FFCA. No, this kid was like from like previous Wildwood or Ross Carrick or
Oh.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like younger.
Ian.
Anyway,
Look at me.
I don't even know if he's still. I think I still have him on Facebook somewhere.
Oh.
Anyway, I believe he lived near one of the kids that was like on the show and played like one of the kids Don't stare at the monitor.
Get back to
No,
us.
I was
Call
just I was just
555.
looking at the time and I thought, holy shit,
I know it goes by quick.
what
eh?
time? Like what does that say?
We're at an hour and 7 minutes so
yeah,
far.
that's wild, bros and hoes.
Yeah, like
God.
what is it? I did so the last one I did, which you guys will come out after that episode. We did like almost 2.5 hours, and it was just like it just flew by. And like at like an hour and 40 minutes, it was kind of like, oh, maybe we should wrap up. And then another 40 minutes goes by, and we're like, ooh.
Holy heavens!
So tell me, now that we're like at an hour and we're done talking about father, tell me kind of, like what you're up to in your life. Tell me about your life. Tell the people about your life.
Like,
Tell us, Jenna.
What do you do, Jenna?
Yeah.
oh,
What
I'm
are
just-
hopes and dreams?
I'm just a brother on the loose. You know what I mean? I'm trying to
I
just.
do not know what you mean. Please
Please
explain.
explain.
I'm trying to just keep it together day by day.
I think all of us are.
Yeah.
I try to just work and then get paid.
You're getting that bread.
Yeah,
Every day you wake up and you go, let's
I
get
try
that bread.
to, and I think, okay, another truck is dirty. How did this get dirty again? And then I think, okay,
So you started a car detailing business
yeah,
like over a year ago now.
Yeah.
You've been doing it for over a year.
Yeah.
How is that going?
happy anniversary to me.
Happy anniversary. Honestly,
Thank you,
happy
yeah.
How is it going?
1 year, I quit my job and I was like, I'm gonna do this full time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was times where I was like, hoofda, this is bad. But now
Bad?
this is bad. How
Why?
am I? No, it just like winter's slow, but it actually worked out really well. So
Okay.
I was able to do it for full time for a year. Now I just keeps growing and growing, and
That's good.
I'm getting better
It's-
and better, trying to.
You cleaned my old truck and it was fantastic.
Oh, and I'm 10 times better now.
Oh sweet. Well, I
Yeah.
want you to clean my car eventually.
Oh, I'm just
Not now, but
Sorry, I'm
just
too good now. I'm
busy.
too-
Ooh, I'm
I'm too
booked
good
up.
now. I'm just very busy.
of course.
Too good
I'm
for
very
all
busy.
Of you.
And that's the other reason I didn't want to go to Dad's, because he was going to be like, are you going to clean
My
I have 10
are you going to clean my
vehicles.
truck? And I'm going to have to say, Dad, I didn't bring any of my stuff because I was tired.
my
Got a
next door neighbor
Loved-
today. Literally, I was outside talking to my next door neighbor because Chyna and Krista pulled up, and she's like, "Oh, who's that?" I was like, "Oh, it's my sister." And I was like, "It's my other sister, Chyna." And she's like, "Oh, okay." She was like, She's like, "How's your other sister do?" Like you.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, she's like an hour away." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Yeah, like she's on her way here to come visit." And she was like, "Oh,
Oh, I love her.
I want her to come and clean my vehicles." I was like, "I don't think she's doing that this weekend." And her husband was like, "Yeah, she's here for vacation." She was like, "Oh, damn."
Aw,
Yeah, but
Dad.
she loves you.
Yeah.
She absolutely adores
If I come
you.
down again, like in the summer, I'll bring my stuff. But
Well, I think you should come and clean all the vehicles because hers needs a good.
hey,
You
Scrub.
don't get to rest. You get to work.
That's free
I'll
money.
do yours for free.
Get out of here, China.
Every lady likes to be like treated
Stop
well.
hitting on my wife.
I
That's
can
weird.
hit on whoever I want.
All right, fair enough. China. Let's move on to you.
Hello.
Hi. Tell me about your life.
Life is pretty good. I feel lately, all things considered.
What are the things you consider?
I'm just thinking COVID, but I don't want
Oh.
to talk about that. Yeah, life is good. Working a lot. Figuring out life. Having a few moments where it's like, what am I doing with my life? What are my dreams, goals, and ambitions?
What are your dreams, goals, and ambitions?
See, I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows. And you
Yeah.
know what? Honestly, you're
I'm
like
just
what?
pretending to know.
You're
Yeah,
you're
that's
like
cool.
what? 37, 30, 40?
I'm 57.
Oh boy. You know, it's like, you know what? Even at 57, you don't have to have your life figured out. Fuck
Exactly.
it. No one has their life figured out.
No.
Fuck it.
But I would like to have
I'm like
goals.
84 and look at me.
Dad's like 300 and
Yeah.
I remember
Dad's yes, Dad.
I remember when Stony Trail was just a small patch of road.
You?
I do.
I remember when it was
I
a
remember
field.
when it went
You do?
from point A to point B, and now and never further. And now it wraps almost all the way around the city. Stony Trail.
I think Dad was mentioning that to me, how they're making like a
Stony
around
Trail.
the circle?
yeah, around the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost done.
Yeah.
Stony Trail.
Yeah, 'cause
Trail.
we drove by there yesterday, and that bridge by
Oh my
our
God,
old
it's a
house in Valley Ridge,
nightmare.
they've added on so much, like a new whole bridge.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty fun.
It's just fun
Lot
how
of
like
road.
Dad tells you about it, like you know, or like you've been there with him the whole time. But
You're
like
like,
you've
"Dad,
been
I
living
just-"
away from Calgary for the last
But-
15 years
Okay,
or
but
so.
you know, like when you're younger and you're talking to people and they're like, "Oh yeah, I remember," like, and they tell you things like even like with grandparents and like old people that you know,
Yeah.
and they're just like, "Oh, I remember when this was just a farmer's field, and now it's like a
You know
fucking,
those
it's like a
ancient
Walmart."
people that you know.
I
No,
do
but,
get
like,
a lot
honestly,
of clients
yeah,
who
yeah, yeah.
live in the area for so long. They're like, I remember when it used to just be a stop sign and
For sure.
no intersections
Right.
or lights, and now it's all of this. And I'm like, good for you living here so long.
For sure.
Committed.
Now we are those people. I am literally that
True.
person. Every time I drive by our old house, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember when I used to live there and Stone Trail." Like, seriously, it's
This
just,
and that.
and then I'm like, it wasn't even ironically at first,
No.
because it was like, "Oh yeah, like I remember when Stony Trail literally was just like this small stretch of road,
Yes.
and now it goes all the way around the city." And I'm like, I hate myself because
Oh my.
I'm an old man.
What's wrong with
I
getting
remember
old?
burning music on
Hold
CDs.
I want to touch on this.
Ugh.
You hate yourself because you're old.
This is therapy.
No,
corner.
I'm just curious.
Therapy corner.
We are your therapists.
Therapy
Therapy
corner.
corner.
Therapy. Wait. I'll harmonize. Therapy corner.
Therapy corner.
Wait. One more time.
We're not
Robert had the
singing-
right.
We're not
Robert had the,
singers.
therapy corner.
Therapy corner.
Therapy corner.
Therapy corner.
Therapy corner. We had it. Anyway, go on with your therapy corner. Old.
Oh yeah, you said
You're only as
like,
old as you feel.
I hate myself because I'm old, and then you're like Stony Trail, and I'm like what? And then you're like I was just this asshole kid. When are you just gonna forgive yourself?
When are you gonna love yourself, Lincoln?
Oh my God, never.
Why?
Love yourself.
You blew out his eardrums. But what? Like you don't have to hate yourself because you're old. Look at all this. Look at what you did.
Are you proud of me?
Look at what you did.
Look at your life.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty good at what I do,
Yeah.
and I'm like stoked on what I do. But I
Yeah.
mean, like,
You don't have to hate yourself
Look in the
because
mirror.
you're
oh
old.
my
Compliment
God,
yourself.
I don't hate myself because I'm old. I hate myself because I hate myself.
Now he's gaslighting me. Now he's gaslighting me.
Do you feel like
I'm
you're
gaslighting you about hating myself.
Do you feel like you're a success to yourself?
Fuck no.
Why?
Because I'm not there yet. I'm like working on it.
But when will you
I-
be there?
You are
Never.
Right,
I
but
will always strive for more.
That's not. I wish I had my therapist's brain right now because I did talk with her recently about being a success, and she's like, "Chyna, you are a success. You don't need to keep reaching for this. Once I do this, I'm a success, and then once you reach it, it's like, no, I'm not. I gotta keep going. It's like, no, you're a success right now.
Yes,
You are a
and do you know what
success. We all
China's
are.
therapist told me?
Oh,
She said because
This
China
was a different therapist,
China and
but
I go to
okay.
the same therapist.
You
oh,
do?
No,
We do.
this was a different one,
Don't
but we do.
undermine me in front of everyone, China. Just kidding. We did.
Yes.
But my therapist said to me,
Okay.
she said, when are you gonna just stop doing things? When does the list end? And I'm like, what? And she's like, you're never gonna be perfect. You're perfect just the way you are.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yo, what?
What?
And she was like, you're good enough now. And I thought, I am? Like, am I? I'm like, I have a
Yeah.
huge gambling addiction and I'm like drunk every night. Like, really?
No, you weren't.
No, I'm
No.
not drunk every night.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, I'm like, am I? But yeah, I am.
Yeah.
And you are too. Look
You
at this
are.
huge light.
You are.
You could just
You
walk.
are.
But do you know what I mean? Like, walk out on the street with this huge light. That's enough.
Blind to the drivers.
It might be
driving
more
by.
than enough.
Shout at them. I am a success,
walk
and
out.
so are you.
Okay, walk out on the street
Like,
with
drag
this
that fucking thing out there. You know what I
light.
mean?
What?
Like, what does this light do? It's not even on. You're
Oh, God.
excessive. You have more than enough.
I did forget to turn a light on.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh, so you fucked up. Is what you're telling me.
You're
No,
still a success.
I'm just saying, like, you don't need it, is what I mean. Like,
Well, now I gotta look at the frame.
No,
No,
you
it's
look
fine.
good.
I
Look
don't
good.
need it.
You're
I
good.
don't need it. You're right.
do you know what'd be so funny, though? If you turned it on, you're just fucking pitch black.
Well, it's like all of a sudden, it would be funny
We've
if I
been
looked at
talking
that
to
frame and
Ghost
all of a sudden
Lincoln.
I'm like, you know what? It did look weird before, but I couldn't figure out why. Now I understand why.
But you know what? you've gotten better. I bet you'll never forget to turn that light on.
I certainly
again.
will.
No,
And if you do, that's okay. It still looks great.
What I cannot tell. I can't tell if this is genuine, like, love yourself, or if this is.
I'm
Hey,
one
man.
hundo.
I know you,
I think
but
what
her.
you do is cool.
Oh, she's one hundo.
yeah.
And then Robert throws in the. I think
Yeah.
you're cool.
I think you're cool, man.
Didn't you die
Like
like
yourself.
3 years ago? That's Robert.
Wait, you're still alive?
Wait a minute.
Are you two still living?
Didn't my dad kill you?
Did my dad? No, but I'm being
My half brother. Don't be
No, but
offended.
I'm being genuine for Shield.
Yeah.
For Shield.
Mudblood.
For real.
For Shield?
For Shield,
I
for
tell
real.
China all the
Shields.
time. China's my best buddy.
So what you're saying is that I should be happy with what I am.
It takes baby steps. But
It's okay.
this just makes me think, I'm going to interrupt you, how I just feel just this last year more grateful and trying to practice more gratitude. And I just think
You need to
I
talk
am
into the
so sorry. But I'm just really recognizing this last year and more just how blessed I am that you are all my siblings. And I'm so grateful, like, to have the experiences and memories I have had with you guys. And I just can't imagine a life where I'm not with you or having, like, just growing up as siblings. And I'm just so happy you are who you are, and you are who you are, and who Krista is. And
Producer.
what?
Producer.
Producer.
Corner racer.
Oh. And the corner race of memory.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, from Grandma Flach's house. we'll talk about it
Please
if we need
enlighten me, because what?
oh, Grandma Flack gave us this like corner racer.
to. You stole it. She didn't.
Ooh,
It was a rock hard eraser that you would.
I would like rub it on her. We'd sit in the back of the van, and then I would just go like this on her arm, like every once in
And
a
I
while.
would be bruised.
Oh my god.
And then
she's-
Dad would probably reach back and be like, "Stop!"
That'd be Mom. But she's super grateful.
For
us.
I'm just so proud of you all and so glad, and I'm proud of myself too. And that's not every day I feel like that. And I'm sure a lot of people, maybe there are people who are just, well, everyone's just so different. I don't know, but everyone should feel successful about their lives, and I'm realizing that more lately with my talk with my therapist psychiatrist of, like, I did some CBT work with her and just kind of realizing, like, even if you don't accomplish a lot, you're still successful. You're still, like, so gifted and, like, amazing to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my little inspirational moment. And that goes for everyone who ever watches us.
Robert?
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm all lucky.
Oh, it just looked like you were
He's
going to
like,
add
"What?"
something. I thought it looked like he was putting the mic up to, like, add something, and
Oh.
I wanted him to have the floor.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead, Bob.
But I forgot, so.
that's okay. Well, I talked about me. Robert, what is Robert up to? Well, how's life?
Oh,
Well,
it's going fine, I guess. But
well, before he gets into that, I wanted to say, like, this is the whole premise of this show. It's why I called it "This Will Never Work," is because there are so many moments in our lives where we let self-doubt and we let
Yeah.
things like that take over and kind of win, essentially, when you're like, you're thinking, oh, I'd love to open a car detailing business. And then there's, the little voice in your head that goes, I can't do that. Right?
Yeah.
And then you develop the confidence to go, what am I thinking? I can totally do this. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary. Nothing worth doing is going to be easy.
No.
Right? And that's what I keep saying. So for you, it's like quitting your job and starting a business and, like, jumping like headlong into that. That's a scary thing. Right? And I'm sure there's moments where you're like, fuck, this is not, like, especially in the winter when it slows down, you're like, fuck, this is not going to work. Like, what
Yeah.
am I doing? I need to find enough, right? And then you find a way to make it work. Right? So that's one of those things. When I'm sitting here going like, oh, I hate myself and blah blah blah, like, I'm like mostly joking, because I have since February, I have gotten a lot more confident about what I'm doing. And I've actually had people tell me, like, just based on like the content that I've put out and the stuff that I'm doing, they can see that confidence level rising versus like when I had like at a certain point when I was putting like little things out, like I think what I was putting out, I seemed like a little bit more sad. I think Krista even said like, in like a video I put out, she was like, you look so sad. Like you just like it the way you're talking and like the way it's coming across, it's coming across very sad. And I was like, yeah, I mean, that's totally fair. And that's probably what I was feeling in those moments. Cause like I probably felt like I needed to vent some of that stuff and get it out. And then you cut to like probably the very next episode and it's like, I have a guest and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, and like, honestly, sitting here talking to the three of you, like I think this is the most I've laughed on this version of the show, because, and not to say that like the people I've had on before aren't funny and we haven't had fun, but it's just like the four of us have a lot of shared experience. So it's like we're able to, we've got inside jokes and we've got little things that we're able to just like, I can look at you a certain way, or I can go shame, 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 and I can make you laugh. See, exactly. I that's all I have to do, and I can make her laugh.
Shame is when you look somebody in the eye and go,
right? And so that's a thing our dad did to us, and it just like makes us laugh, right? So having those shared experiences and being able to sit here and like rehash that and laugh with you guys has been an absolute, like, this has been an absolute joy for me. And I really hope it's been fun for you. And I'm really happy that we've had the ability to do this. Now that I've said all that, Robert, life, go.
No, I was just gonna say, I like when we're all together, because we always have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, even since we were kids, like, we used to play like
Nintendo
Survivor or something in the backyard, where we'd like fill up a like a toboggan like full of water, and then like see who could stay in it the longest, because it's like ice cold water or something.
Or I'd go in the kitchen and boil a kettle of water and then dump it down on the tarp on you guys because the water's so cold.
Oh yeah, because
that's not a good idea.
Our backyard was slanted, so we put a tarp out there and we would slide down it into the swale, the cement swale in the bottom of it,
into a fence. Yeah.
So the hose would be running and the water would be so cold from the hose, and she would go and boil water in the kettle and then pour it on the tarp, and it would be like scalding, and be like, yes, this is wonderful, like, so glad we're doing this.
This is my best life.
For 2 seconds.
Yeah, for like literally 2 seconds of warmth.
Boil the kettle. That's so dumb.
And like 2 seconds of warmth and then third degree burns. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I remember like one day we all had like a snow day or something. Like the bus just didn't come or something, and
Mom
we all
was
just
probably
stayed
like,
home. No, like I don't even think we told their parents, or maybe we did, but we all stayed home and we like taped like around all the rungs and the stairs, and like to make like a Mission Impossible game where we all tried to get through it without touching the tape. You guys don't remember that?
I think I remember
that.
Mom would have known we were at home. Was this a
Maybe
Valley?
she did,
Was this
but-
a Valley Ridge?
Yeah.
Well, she would have known
home
then.
or
I don't think she was home.
She would
I
have.
think it
Maybe
was
she was
us
working
four.
at Cotton
She would have
Ginny,
known
but-
for sure that
'cause
we
she
were home.
drove
But
us
how
to
is
the
that
bus.
possible? Because if we were at FFCA, she was driving us to the bus every day.
No, like we had a bus at the very end of our street.
Oh, so maybe we were at Ross Garrick or Wildwood before.
Oh, then it would
No,
have
but
been a long time.
we all would have.
There's no way we would have been home without her knowing.
No, not in Valley
Or
Ridge.
dad.
Or
Maybe she was in
maybe
her
they
room
knew,
and we
but-
were just.
Whatever.
Maybe she knew and had to go to
Doesn't
work.
matter.
But
I don't remember that.
oh, fun.
Yeah,
I
it was
bet
fun
that
because
seems like one of those things where they like putting tape all through the rungs of the stairs and stuff.
I remember doing
I'm
that.
surprised
Well-
you don't, because I feel like that was a you idea
Oh
to
my
do that,
God.
because you were so into
blame
Mission.
it on blame
No,
it on
no,
me.
no,
Blame.
in a great
I'm kidding.
memory making thing, because you were so into Mission Impossible and.
Oh yeah, probably. I wish I had a good memory like that. I can remember lots of really trivial, stupid things, but I can't remember cool shit like that.
No, we're all like that.
Is
We all
that
have our
cool?
own individual memories. Like, those are Jenna's memories.
I guess no, that's fair. I
And
mean, I guess
then-
I probably remember cool shit that you guys are like, I didn't
Yeah.
remember that. Like The mission, like where
Like
you're
that
like,
mission.
we have tape around the fucking
Yeah,
thing, and
that's
it was
cool.
my idea.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Robert saying that made me think of in the Valley Ridge house playing hide and go seek with Mom, and I remember you and Mom were like the best of friends, and you both like it was just so hilarious because you both like blended into the wall. But not really blend into the wall. You just flattened yourselves against the wall. And we were just like, oh,
Where's
Mom and Lincoln for hide and go seek? But then
Aw.
you really played, and
Oh, I didn't have any friends. I had Mom. That was it.
you did have friends. But it was like a
And you were
we're all
and you
playing.
were lucky. Mom's a great friend. Sweet mama.
Thank you for being. my
Thanks you for
friend.
being my friend.
Thank you for being
my mama.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Can we just play this game like this is towards the end?
Okay.
No, not this game. But I want to tell you this game now. It's like a new game I just thought of.
Okay. Well, we'll do this to end the podcast. Go ahead.
My game?
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought it'd be funny if for each one of us, you said one word that like belonged to each of us. Like you would say like a memory. So for Robert, I would say one word. Chyna, I would say another. For me, I'd say pass, and then I'd go to you.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The word,
It's a one-word association per person.
Yeah.
What is the game?
There's no game. It's
Oh,
just
it's
nice.
more like a word
Well, how
that
do
makes
I
you
win?
think of that person.
Oh, you can't win.
Why?
You've already won. Look at us.
I'd like
We're
to
your
win.
siblings.
I'd like to win, please.
You've
won at the game
I
of
just
life.
told you won.
I would like
already.
to win, please.
What do you want? Buddy
Prize.
up.
I'd like a prize.
Do you want the golden VHS of Winners Awards?
Like, is this not enough?
No, it's not. Oh my god, I'm gonna paint. I painted.
You're welcome for that idea.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, let's play your game.
Okay.
Okay,
You go first.
What? No.
Because I need time to think.
Oh, good God. Okay.
it up.
Okay. And it's not like I don't have to I don't have a time limit, do I?
Well, no.
So I can we can all sit here like radio silence, just like.
Yeah, think.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Take your time.
No, everybody, shut the
Like a
fuck up.
sentence or no, like a word. Like
She
it can
literally
be-
she can't sit in abject
can be
What
silence.
other
3
game are we
words.
gonna play?
No, I got it. No, I got this. Hollister. Lush.
Okay. Cool.
And she's not drunk. Lush. Smash.
I thought you were gonna say EB Games.
First of all,
Or Kingdom.
sorry, I don't mean to like demean your word. It was American Eagle. I never-
Excuse me. I don't care.
I never
was-
wore Hollister a day in my life.
Well, I thought it was Hollister, so
I'm like,
therefore
I think I've
I
That's
don't
what you mean to me.
I love that she's like, I don't mean to demean you, but you're wrong.
Jenna's like, let's go again. This time you say American.
Okay, fine. No, I can't though. It's
I
two
am
words.
kidding.
So it would be American or Eagle, and then it's just dumb.
No, I said you can use 2 words.
No,
Okay,
you said
this is
one.
what I'm gonna say about you guys. So this is I'm gonna do. I get to go twice because I just thought of another one. So
Okay.
I would go movies,
Okay.
movie trailers, games, and I'd be music.
Oh, did I have to do one for myself?
No, I just
Okay.
I just like to do one for myself. So anyways,
Harry.
oh,
Pato?
sad that yours were all brand names. Harry,
Parker.
what?
Went.
What are we doing? Sociables.
Harry
becomes
Parker
telephone.
went to what? To
No, I want. So for Bob, I would say Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
and I
or
just
GameCube.
well smash
And my sweet Chyna, I think of Kung Pao,
chicken.
my cow,
The movie.
or I think of like besties because I love her so much.
and then for me,
I would say I hit your
Great.
Honda
my
Civic
God.
back in high school.
okay, we're gonna okay 2 things. You're gonna tell me that story right now.
No, you know it already.
What?
What
Nope.
store? You hit his car? Is that what you said?
Well, yeah.
You're-
One time I was driving home, like, and his car was parked in front of the house, and again I cut it a little too close on the front end, drug my car along
Shouldn't have
his
parked in
bumper,
that spot.
and I thought, "Bleh." And I parked my car and thought no one would notice, and I got up the next day and thought, shit, someone's gonna notice. And then you threw your car away, and all was good.
You said evidence is gone.
Okay.
I told you 10 years
I-
later.
Yeah, so I'm just telling you now. I'm going to insurance.
Take it.
I would like your info
Yeah.
because we're going through insurance.
No, you can guess my info. You know me so goddamn well, you can guess it.
Yeah, you're 100% my sibling.
Yeah,
I will say
the
yes.
most important person in your life. Write it down. I'm in your phone as
J-Rock.
J-Rock.
J to the ROC. Why do you... Don't hit my cars.
Okay, I didn't do it
You were all
today, sir.
children.
I did this like
You were all
20 years
young.
ago. I did it.
What?
Pardon?
Tell me.
Pardon?
She probably hit my car.
Is this muted?
No. Tell me. What'd you do?
I just told you.
Did you hit my... What did you hit again?
No, I never hit nothing.
Did you hit my truck?
What? The one with the Oilers flag sticking out and the bumper hanging off? No, I never hit that one. You're crazy.
Okay, no. I want to do... Jumping off of that. Do you want to do... I don't think we're going to be able to do it.
The sounds?
Yeah.
We should, though.
I
We'll be
really
able to do
don't
it.
think we're going to be able to do it.
Like without laughing?
Yo, yeah.
I think we'll be
do
able to.
anything that can make you guys laugh. I feel.
Oh.
China will probably friggin' win. No, okay.
I will be the laugher.
Let them do their words and then we'll do that game.
Okay, do your words.
I think everyone's gonna. Whoever
Well,
watches
let them
this,
talk.
I know, but whoever watches this is gonna be like, fucking
Do you
Lincoln
have a
and Jenna
word?
don't
'Cause I
shut up.
Oh my god, dude, that's this entire show. I'm
I
in
have
my
a word
head
for
going,
you.
I don't shut up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead, China.
We're thinking on our words, right?
What? You didn't
Individuals.
even think, the whole time we are going meh. You're not
Okay.
going words.
Like, just brief off the top of my head, not one word, but Ghostbusters, Mean Girls.
Ghostbusters, dumb bitch. This is just off the top of my head. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of the
I
movie
just
for Robert.
sprayed water
Like-
all over
I
myself.
was gonna do TV shows. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, do it.
I was gonna do Adventure Time.
Cool.
and
Come on, grab your friends.
You'd probably be. I'm just gonna say Rick and Morty,
Okay, cool.
and then
I'm down.
Lincoln. There was a good one I was just thinking about.
Buddy, it's
And
easy.
The Office?
That's why I didn't say it.
The Office. Or is
Office
it
isn't. I was going for cartoons.
Family Guy?
Batman the animated series?
No.
South Park.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
that
good.
works.
Yeah.
Can I change my answer for China?
Sure.
It would be
There
Balloon
are-
Shop.
Oh,
What did you say?
Balloon Shop.
Balloon
Can
Shop.
you
I
change
love
yours
Balloon
for mine
Shop.
then?
Roberts would be...
Balloon Shop?
Roberts would be...
is
So,
that?
Olin Rogers.
Olin
and
Rogers and...
Thomas and...
Okay, that
Joshua Pursley.
doesn't mean anything to me. Oh, it's a show?
No, it's like a YouTube
Yeah.
thing.
Oh.
They're like hugely famous now.
Yeah.
Robert would be Sonic, and then Jenna would be Mean Girls. So
I've seen that movie like 3 times. Why is...
yeah,
My other idea was I haven't played GoldenEye in a long time, so I was trying to think of the characters that we would each...
as long as you don't say
Play.
odd job for anybody, we're golden.
Okay.
I
Jaws.
Was he
always
the one with the hat? Who had
He
that
was a
hat?
little- he was a little one.
Odd job's
Oh.
the short one. It
Jaws.
was unfair.
I was Jaws.
Okay.
I was always Bond.
No, I was always Trevelyan.
Do you remember who I would play? I feel
Or
like I would just
Natalia.
get
Natalia.
whoever.
Natalia.
you'd be
You were always
Natalia.
Natalia.
I feel like
Okay.
I was like always the ugly guy with the gold tooth, or whoever used the
Jaws.
gold
Oh,
gun.
Jaws?
So
Maybe.
I was Bond. You were Trevelyan.
Natalia,
Trevelyan.
I guess.
It's Trevelyan, isn't it?
I don't know.
For me, I don't know what the name is.
Natalia,
Yeah, okay.
Natalie,
Yeah.
and then Jaws. Natalie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dark gray, light gray, red. Off-brand controller.
Pardon
Oh
me?
yeah. Yeah.
That was their N64 controllers.
No, there was a black
Bad
one too.
Cats.
Bad
Wait,
Cats.
who are our characters for Smash Bros?
Oh.
I think I was Kirby or Yoshi.
Are we? No.
Robert
But are
knows-
we talking?
If we're
Robert-
talking like original,
I was
for
gonna
each
say, are we
other?
doing an original or current Smash?
Oh,
Whatever.
original.
original.
Oh, Luigi.
Okay.
That's my Mario Kart character.
Robert
too.
knows mine.
Go.
Who are you?
Oh, you would be Marth
Marth.
in Mayday.
Really?
All the
Is
time.
Marth in the original one?
No.
Oh.
But for Jenna, I'm just gonna say Marth because that was the
exception.
only character you could ever win with against
was
me.
doing
and
well.
it was super-
See, and my in like current day, my go-to is always Link.
Who would I be to? Do you think?
I'm thinking either Kirby or Yoshi.
Yeah.
Probably Yoshi.
Jigglypuff.
Krista's looking at me like I'm insane for making Link sounds because she doesn't understand.
You know what? I'm sick of all of you. Just kidding. I like you guys.
You know what?
I'm so tired.
Fuck all of you.
Oh, screw you. We just end it like that.
You know what?
I'm so
anymore.
You know what? I'm really
fam.
fucking tired of you, and I'm so sad that we had you on the show and fuck you. I'm just kidding. No, this was great.
Me and John are like, no.
No.
Please stop. That's it. And
We're too healthy for that.
the vibes are so off in here right now. Okay, thank you so much for coming to visit, coming to do the show.
I'm the chosen.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah,
Thank
it was.
you.
We're eternally grateful.
That's good. Yeah, this was
Sorry, Chyna.
This was a pleasure.
My knees are really sore.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're sitting on a couch.
Oof.
Good lord. Your knees get so sore sitting on a couch.
of their show. It's 10:30 at night, and I wanna watch Kung Pao and have a tea.
And eat some pizza.
Krista will stay awake.
Are we going to harmonize
so.
in our goodbyes?
Okay, let's. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you very much for watching this episode of This Will Never Work. I'm Lincoln. Thank you very much for watching this episode.
Chyna. J-Rock.
It was such a simple ask. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of This Will Never Work. I'm Lincoln.
Hi.
Your name is Jena.
Good night.
I'm Jenna.
Chyna.
I'm Bob. Thanks for having me.
And that's Ghost Dad.
This is my
Listen, let's try again tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Sometimes the irony of trying to write a theme song for a show called This Will Never Work gets the best of you, and, well, it sucks. So, welcome.